Okay, we need to leave this place.
Okay, so
Tut 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 tut. We have details to get into.
Recap from last time, because shit happened. Last time you tracked down after much effort. You tracked down the smuggler, Fando Bit. You have found the cargo you were looking for, and
oh, no wonder everything's so damn left to me.
promptly removed his head after hearing the reason why he killed the slaves. And I'm assuming put it in a nice bag to turn into the Imperials for the bounty.
Are you talking about the head I removed?
Yeah.
As I said, I pulled out a nice piece of cloth, something that'll be liquid resistant, wrapped it around his head, and nicely popped it off and tied it up.
Just as long as you remember, it was my score.
I can feel the head staring at me through the cloth.
And trying to remember exactly what happened.
We encountered those one guys with the droid that is making propaganda.
Apparently the pseudo Sith and the droid that's working with him. And actually, we're not even sure if he's Sith. He just had black armor.
Yeah, he had a black clone trooper helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't think Beard or Shola said anything about this, but they noticed from his voice that he was definitely a clone trooper.
We both kept silent about it, just because I'm trying to keep my identity hidden. So I'm not trying to say anything.
Yeah. We also found the black mark.
Yeah, and near the end last time, aside from taking out the smuggler, you also met Roger 1, who replaced his arm that was missing from
one of the
a fight with a droidica.
Mm-hmm.
That actually Beard might be wondering how the hell did a regular combat droid or battle droid defeat a droidica?
Yeah, a little bit.
I like to say he's the best NPC ever to go up to Beer and say, "We're battle brothers."
It's like, no, we're not.
We all fought in the Clone Wars. That makes us battle brothers.
When you think about it, I mean, as long as the droid is able to avoid gunfire, the shield won't affect them because non-living things can go through it.
Yeah. Because the droidica has a shield, so obviously.
Oh, okay.
I'm
sorry. That was just a thing out of nowhere. So it's like, huh?
He couldn't have just defeated him with his blaster because it wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I guess I have a speeder now. Whee!
Well, temporarily at least.
Speaking of, we weren't just running off of those speeders. We needed to collect all the bodies of droids that we needed to put back into the boxes.
I know we were going to be using the speeders to carry.
Yeah,
them.
you basically are using speeder bikes to get the stuff back to your ship.
Also, while we're using the speeder bikes to get everything back to the ship, we should also stop in town to drop off the head with the Imperials.
Correct.
To which Grow and maybe one or two other people will do that on their own while the others get the stuff back to the ship. Because I know some people in a hurry.
Here's my fear, though. They may require us to do an official presence on a Star Destroyer.
You don't know
That's why I was saying.
That's why I said.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Hold.
Well,
for the people who don't want to get involved with the Imperials, they can take the speeders with the droid parts that we don't need here to the ship and wait for us, and then we'll get back to them as soon as we're done turning in the head.
Correct.
All right.
Because you gotta go. But basically, there's a barracks in the town you can stop at. While everybody else is going back to the ship.
Not only that, but bounties mostly you just have to go to the.
Usually, you just go to a place, turn it in, they give you your money, and you go right back out the door.
The only reason you would have to go inside a Star Destroyer is you're already in space and you have to go there directly, or B, is a high priority.
High priority turn in, and they wanted to talk to directly. Yeah.
Right.
And while this guy was extremely annoying, I don't think he's that high of priority turn in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was, like you said, more. And
And out of character, the reason that he was still running loose is because the Imperials are currently more occupied with dealing with the rebels than they are with caring about a asshole smuggler that shot a couple slaves.
Yeah.
And run off with somebody else's loot.
Just one quick question: do we have anywhere else to go before we head to the ship? Or
I think the head turn-in is the last pit stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Because me and Sheila already did the thing that she wanted to do. We found our target, and that was about it in terms of what we need to do here.
Oh, did we ever figure out what name we were going to give the ship?
Not yet.
You discussed it in the chat, but I don't think you actually.
Yeah, I don't think we actually decided.
Yeah, we threw several ideas out in there, but we never decided on one.
Oh, again, we have been off of this for 3 weeks.
Yeah, because we were originally going to take a 2-week break, and then because
extended
I just
to 3
worked so
because
many
you
hours,
suddenly had
I'm like,
work.
screw it, I'm not even going to try.
Well, okay, this week we actually tried to think of a name or work on a name.
Well,
Right.
well, what's in the list? There's got to be something at least decent there at this point.
Let's
Kind of
just
pushed up at this point, but let's
Yeah,
let me
let's-
look real quick. I can scroll up real quick and see what
I think it was like one of them was Nova's Bounty.
I know I knew I threw a couple out.
Blood Talon, Crimson Dreamer, Eternal Nova, Burning Arrow, Nova's Bounty. Yeah, that was
Yep,
that was one that Matt said.
Yeah.
Satisfied Beard said Eternal Arrow.
I think that was about the end of it there.
Then there was the pun name that Matt came up with, calling it the Cash Chic.
Yeah, we're
My
not
my
uh,
doing
early
that.
idea is just like, I don't know. I'm not coming
Yeah,
up
we're
with
not
anything here. Here's a pun name.
Well,
Like, I mean, I
work
could
on-
honestly see a Wookiee naming a ship that if it was like a single person ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a.
Oh yeah, totally.
Not a.
If it's a little starfighter, then maybe I'll get a cash chic.
There you go.
I'm gonna do something here. I don't have his stats set on here yet, but I'm gonna put his name on this token so that it's visible.
Okay. Oh, so quick question: can the Roger 1 ride vehicles?
Yes, he's a pilot. He's able to pilot ships and other vehicles.
Okay. So,
Because
my co-pilot.
he was the blue paint on his torso is indicative of the fact that he was a pilot battle droid during the war.
Mm. So I think the
can
red ones
I-
are soldiers, and I forget the rest of them. There are a couple other ones.
yellow and
Red.
red.
yeah.
But
Um,
blue signified that they were mostly designated for piloting stuff.
Oh, you know what? I bet you yellow are engineers or something.
Yeah, you would be correct.
Yeah, but I think Sheila's gonna ride with Roger 1 because she's a little curious about him.
Okay.
All
Did I
right.
come out wrong?
No. It's just that you kind of
Now you're making it awkward.
Now you're making. Yeah.
Now you're playing with power.
I
Droid
needed
power.
power.
Roger 1 power.
And even in spite of his name, he never actually says Roger. Like he's kind of
Programmed
broken
himself
himself of that habit
Good. I might
Because he's-
lick him a little bit.
because he's been around so long. He's made multiple upgrades to himself aside from just hardware.
Anyway, let's get this show in a road.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so everybody else is off going back to the ship with the stuff. And Gro and Mundus reach the Imperial barracks.
Figured it'd be the two of us.
Yeah. I assumed because you're basically the bounty hunter pair out of the group.
Mm-hmm. Officially and unofficially.
Yeah,
You-
more or
you know,
less.
As you enter, there's like near the entrance. There's a desk with like an Imperial grunt sitting at it, but in the background you can see a couple other people that look important. One of which is the man that you saw when you arrived, that more or less told the agent that was giving you trouble to shut up and just let you pass.
Good old Callus.
And he's talking to another more mysterious looking figure.
Oh.
His name
As you-
excuse me.
I bet you he's making my hair stand on end. Oh, great.
They're clearly discussing what happened to that patrol you came across. And you know the one guy in the cloak is more or less saying, how can you be sure that it wasn't the rebels that you've been after that did it?
Oh God.
And he's more or less telling him that, you know, they've been trying to capture them for a long time now, and there have been relatively few casualties, so it seems rather out of the ordinary for there to just suddenly be an entire squad of troops that were murdered.
Oh, there we go.
But you approach the desk, the clerk at the desk greets you, while the other two are just kind of in the background about like 15 feet away talking. He says, he looks up.
Basically, just I've got a bounty, and starts to hold out the tied up head.
Just a random pause for a second. Does the music
Cloth
sound
wrap.
a little? Does the music sound a little louder over Ozzie's voice, or is it just me?
No, it's probably just you.
Ozzy's voice is fine. I think the
Well-
music is a little bit louder than normal.
Well, you could go to the settings and turn down the music yourself.
I just turned it down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Don't see that option. I've already looked at the jukebox. There is no option for that to do manually.
Go-
Oh, no, I don't think it's under the jukebox. I think it's under...
My settings and then master
settings.
music volume level.
Oh.
Oh,
Yep. Woohoo! I just
Okay.
saved you 5 minutes.
But
Okay.
I just lowered the music even more,
Yeah.
so...
That's fine.
okay,
That's
that's
fine.
fine.
We're
No,
good for
I'm sorry for interrupting. Let's.
No.
That's
okay.
fine. No,
It's okay.
if you're having trouble hearing me, it made sense for you to interrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a lot better now.
Okay,
So,
the guy at the desk goes, yes, can I help you with something?
And basically starts to explain that he is turning in a bounty for I forget what his name is.
Fandobit.
Fando Bit, who apparently was fighting off a group of troopers when we arrived.
He goes, he says, oh great, another group of troopers got taken out as well.
Just slowly puts the cloth-wrapped lump on the desk.
The agent doesn't seem to be aware of what it is, and he goes, "No, what's this now?" And he opens it, like, "Oh my god!"
Bro.
I lean down with a toothy grin, going, "Yep, you may want to change those drawers later."
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking
Yeah. He closes the cloth back up and kind of like pauses and holds his hand up to his mouth like he's trying not to throw up. And it kind of got the attention of the two in the back, but they didn't. But they went back to talking after stopping for a second. He goes, "Right, let me look up the paperwork for what the bounty on him is." He walks away for a minute and goes to check something on a computer in the back.
I do have to say, Grow, you could have been a little more discreet about that. You see, this is why nobody invites you to birthday parties anymore. You keep ripping the arms off the. You keep ripping off the arms off the party guests, and look what happens. Yeah.
So, the desk agent comes back, and the guy with the sideburns also is walking over with him. They give you the 2,000 credits reward.
Nice.
And the other agent, Mr. Sideburns, introduces himself as Agent Callus, and he holds out his hand for you to shake it.
Put on my big furry thing and grasp his hand real tightly.
Why do I interpret that as something else? For some reason.
And that was in short him giving his name.
My big furry thing.
He says,
my big furry paw. Here, shake my paw. There you go.
Says, I appreciate the assistance ridding us of that nuisance. We haven't had the time to really try to track him down ourselves with everything else that's been going on. Would you and your crew be interested in taking on another job?
I immediately smile at the prospect.
Basically, in short, we'd be looking pretty soon. Sure, what's the plan? What is this extra job you're looking to fence out?
Says, well, with all the activity that's been going on lately, we're a little worried about security around the city, and with 2 patrols getting taken out recently, we're a little short-handed. Tomorrow's Empire Day, and there's going to be a celebration, and we're looking for extra muscle to serve as bodyguards for the Minister of Production during the event.
I very kindly thank him for the offer, but tell him we have to decline, we also have the bounties leftover goods that need to also be turned in as soon as possible to a merchant who sent us on this bounty originally.
Oh, okay.
So we're needed elsewhere as soon as possible.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
And also, I'm doing it because Nixnay on the 2A that don't want to be Empire A.
Yeah, you look at Nathan and Showa.
They're not there.
No one else is there.
Yeah, we're not
I was
there.
gonna say, yeah.
I forgot.
I grab Growl by the neck and pull him to the side.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on, Growl. This would be an easy job. Just think about the amount of credits we can earn from this. Besides,
And I softly growled back to her and think of all the trouble we'll get if those 2 get caught while we're stuck around here.
Just leave them on the ship. They won't know any better.
They'll know something's up when we have to sit here for an extra day.
Callus tells you that, well, if you change your mind, we'll be here for another few hours.
I nod and quickly rush Mundus out the door, and we continue this outside. Because the last thing we need is for them to hear and interpret everything.
I whispered.
We were whispering, but how long until they decide that we're sticking around too long and try to ease in?
Okay, so you got 2,000 credits to split between everybody.
Let's say that's 5 people. Unless, are we sharing it with Roger as well?
No, Roger 1 doesn't need money. Not for something he didn't really help with anyhow.
Okay, so divide by 5 is...
That's 400.
400 for everybody.
Yeah, I was almost there. Yeah, it's 400.
Okay, I'll add that to my credit balance.
Alright, so the rest of the party got back to the ship sooner, obviously because they're on speeders. Security around the actual spaceport was relatively light because everybody seems to be in a panic running around the place.
Right around elsewhere, yeah.
Gee, I wonder why.
And I say to the Roger 1, and this is why I want to invite Growl to my birthday party.
I'm confused by what the joke was supposed to be.
Basically, earlier Mundus is like, this is why you don't get invited to birthday parties.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody's waiting there for a little bit, and then Grau and Mundus return.
So on our return, we share the credits, but also Growl feels it's important to share with the others that we were also invited to help guard the city for Empire Day tomorrow.
Okay, I think like
no.
it's like,
and immediately I go, because you guys are obviously not interested in sticking around the Empire any longer than possible. I figured the answer would be no as well.
Yes.
Jill sits there and thinks about it for a second, and she goes, I don't like being on an Empire planet, but this planet has got my curiosity. How did they find these? Oh, we're in the ship or outside the ship?
You're
inside the
ship.
Okay.
We should be safe in here, if anywhere.
And she kind of pulls out the holocron. It's like, a planet that has this may have more. There's no telling what we can find here.
See, at least they,
Shola,
thank you. See, at least she can at least realize, in a bad situation, you can find some good in it. Come on, guys. Easy work. It's not like our previous engagement is going to get upset. As long as we bring what he wanted, everything's good, which we did.
He's going to be slightly annoyed by the wrecked robots, though.
Roger 1 pipes in for a second. He says, well, whatever you decide to do, I'm going to stay on the ship. I can guard the ship for you, but I'm not going back out there because as a droid, it's really hard to disguise what I am.
That's too.
Unless we can find a really big sheet with holes for you.
He says, considering as Morgan sent me out here like a week ago, he's probably not going to worry about one more day.
See? Come on, guys.
So when Solo pulls out the...
Look at this way.
Sorry, it's Beal talking over one another. One at a time.
Okay, here's a good thought. We do this job. Not only do we make a good rep with the Empire, they might be a lot less willing. Might be willing to look the other way if we do something bad.
They're the Empire. They don't care.
Let's see. So I think Nathan's opinion on it would be
basically agrees with Shola.
Thanks for interrupting me, Wookie. Anyways,
sorry,
I was
a second.
Yeah, Nathan. I'm sorry. That was funny for a second. Anyways, Nathan's opinion on this would be it's like, I'm fine with Empire business, but if we even see a red lightsaber, we should probably just book it out of this planet.
We're expecting to see a red lightsaber.
Like what
Roger
we saw last night already.
Says generally, if you see a lightsaber at all, period, you should run. They cut through everything.
Yes.
Like, see, at least he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, nothing personal, but aren't all the Jedi gone?
Then how do you explain the lightsaber we saw the other day? What was that?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
there's just too many questions that need answers here, and that's kind of what's eating at me. As much as it pains me to say it, we need answers.
Roger 1 says, wait, what lightsaber? What are you talking about? So don't forget, he wasn't here when that happened.
Yeah. Explanation time.
Basically, Gro just explains that we ran to a weird guy with a black helmet and a droid that was wielding 2 lightsabers.
There's a droid wielding lightsabers. I haven't heard anything like that since the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yep.
General Grievous.
You said that out of character, I hope.
Yeah, I said it out of character.
What kind of droid carries around lightsabers? I'm looking at saying that to Roger 1.
There's none that I'm aware of. Even the Magna Guards use electro staffs instead of lightsabers. The only one that did technically wasn't a droid because he used to be alive. That was General Grievous.
Oh.
I think I remember hearing that name years ago.
It's like
he was a killer of Jedi.
He was terrible to take orders from. He kept coughing in the middle of his sentences.
That could not have made him a very effective general. Just saying.
If you're seeing the Clone Wars.
So, Beard's the only one that really doesn't seem to want to.
No, because
I say if it comes down to it, let's all put it to a vote.
Okay.
And I stated real quick that there was mention of ruins here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but not in the city. Not in the city.
Not in the city, but on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we have to go to the
Which would, and didn't you say you wanted to resurrect the Order Beard?
Yeah, but the thing is, I was trying to see if I saw the holocron and I recognize what they are and everything like that. Because of who I am, I don't know if I would recognize them.
Yeah, technically a clone trooper wouldn't really have a reason to know what a Jedi holocron looks like.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just a box to me.
And we're in the safety of the ship, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's for a fifth time.
Open it up.
Open it up. Oh, boy, here we go.
Well, you try to open it, because remember, you actually have to use the Force to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what scares me, is that I don't know about them, so I can't metagame this, so I guess I used the Force to open it.
Yeah, let's see,
first roll of the day.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Woo!
Yeah.
You might succeed at this, because you gotta make you have to make a hard discipline check.
Discipline?
Which uses willpower, and you have one skill in it, so that's the 1 yellow and 3 greens against 3 purples.
Ooh.
Tough one, here we go.
I didn't actually...
Yes!
Nice!
Yeah, nice.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore the threat because this isn't really...
This isn't combat,
relevant.
Unless it was a Sith holocron, maybe, but a normal Jedi holocron, yeah.
Yeah, and considering Showa is partially a Jedi, it's like, it's all...
Okay, so...
All power to her, baby.
Okay, I didn't even think about this when I was how high your willpower was when I was originally deciding what was gonna happen. Okay, your character gains, like, you're not gonna be able to spend it right now anyhow, but just from opening it, you're gonna gain 20 experience. Because it's got a ton of Jedi knowledge in it, but it's mostly,
Suddenly
training.
she sees the Matrix.
It's mostly training information on using lightsabers.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
But is there like something that pops out, like a guide or someone?
Well, I assume it's just a big blue glowy thing and it suddenly beams something into your head.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it shows like a hologram of a Jedi Knight over it that begins explaining various information about lightsabers, basically asking you what you want to know in order for it to continue.
And I'm like, is it anyone I know from being in the Order?
No, it's not like a particularly renowned Jedi as far as you can tell.
Right. So, and does everyone see the hologram?
Yeah, everybody can see the hologram. They might not really.
Yeah.
They might not really be able to benefit from it in any way, but they can see it.
Yeah, I mean that's still pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, none for now. If I need any information, I will talk to you later. And then close the holocron, and I'm like, and I just hold my hand out, like, and not say anything, but my body language is, see? To Mr.
like
Beard.
that's incredible. Wait, did Nathan see that? Or no, we didn't.
Yes, everybody
Yeah,
saw that.
Everybody
okay.
saw
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Okay,
that's it.
okay. I'll admit, I still really did think that was just an glorified night lamp, but that was kind of cool.
A lamp that can destroy nearly any material.
There's things-
Gross says to Mundus, a lamp that can talk to you.
Apparently.
This is, and I basically, I don't know how much I trust Roger right now. I guess I'm just curious about him, but I'm just gonna watch his reaction. This is a holocron on information on lightsaber skills.
Hold on, guys.
He's just kind of blanking because he doesn't really know much about anybody. Like he doesn't even. He wasn't here when it was mentioned that you're force sensitive.
Yeah, he's like all thrown into this right now. It's like, hey, guess what? Okay, I'm willing to stay here for that reason right there. I'm willing to.
Oh, okay, I'm back.
Okay, so are we doing the voting thing then?
I think everybody has pretty much agreed to stay now at this point, so I don't know if there's
Okay.
a point in voting.
So I guess
Yeah,
me
yeah,
and Mundus get back on the
she-
bike and head back. Actually, no, just Grow. Just Grow will help. No, actually, I need Mundus to drive it for me. So
was
yeah,
gonna
we'll hop
say,
on the
is there-
speeder again and go back and say we'll do it.
I was gonna say I want to ride my speeder.
Right on the handlebar.
I call it Elizabeth. We should-
Suddenly, I get the feeling that Mundus is playing Born to Be Wild as we're racing down the street.
Why
I
not- why
get the
not
feeling
bat the ball?
Mundus is when he's getting on the bike going, it's a fancy name for a fancy lady.
we shall sing songs under the moonlight.
You're imagining hugging it, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm just picturing this scene of his picnic and a couple of glasses of wine, one's in the speeder bike and one's in Mundus.
Oh, yeah,
You're
Like,
not wrong.
Actually, the glass of wine by the speeder bike is oil, and she pours it in for it.
We're just gonna be
Anyway,
like, where's Mundus?
So me and
Alright.
Gro head back to the Imperial.
Back to the Imperial building and decide for sure we'll be in for it.
All right. When you return, Mr. Mysterious Guy is not there anymore, but Agent Callus is still there.
So I guess we
And
approach
he-
Callus a little bit.
Yeah, and he's standing there talking to a woman.
Oh.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Who he introduces as Minister Tua when the two of you approach.
Number
So-
5 is his name now.
What?
The number 5 button on my soundboard is his name now.
Oh, so
We're back.
Callus says, so have you reconsidered the offer then?
Yes, we have. Took a little convincing from my big friend here, but we're
Well,
all in.
basically, I also explained really quickly that we had contacted our other crew that were turning in the rest of the stuff we needed, and they have agreed that we want to stay at least one more day.
All right. Minister Tua says, well, at least I've got big bodyguards.
Big boy bodyguard.
Most
Very
fervently agrees.
It's been very concerning about tomorrow after so many dead stormtroopers today.
I'm sure everything will go fine tomorrow. You got us. And we've been in plenty of firefights. And we're still alive.
Nods.
Callus says, would your crew like to stay at the hotel, or are you just planning on staying in your ship for the night?
Hotel.
It'd be cheaper for us to stay in our ship, to be honest.
I think they're paying for
Yeah,
it.
he's offering to pay
that
for
might
it.
be an offer to pay for, but at the same time,
Yeah.
It's
once
better to be safe on the
again,
ship.
Well, just saying, it's not a character you can.
We appreciate
we
but
appreciate the offer, but we also need to make sure we get our crew set up and ready for guarding the shipment that needs to go back after we're done with work tomorrow.
All right, so he says, very well. Well, since you've been through a lot today, I'll have a doctor come over to your ship to treat any wounds you might have from the fighting.
That will be fine. You can't see the nervous smile underneath all that hair.
Also, thanks for not letting me do the conversation, but okay. That's greatly appreciated. We'll see you tomorrow. Then
He does like a slight bow as he walks away, and you go to leave.
Kind of half nod back and start heading back to our speeder.
I give a proper Trindoshan fist pump to the chest.
He just kind of raises an eyebrow and walks away.
I raise an eyebrow, look at Mundus, look back to Callus, and shrug.
It's a simple tradition. Why does everybody always give me that look?
Maybe it's because it looks like you're punching yourself.
Right.
It's proper Trindoshan.
Not everyone likes to knock themselves out or try to knock the wind out of themselves in front of public. But you go ahead.
It shows how much of your war you are.
All
Says
right,
the one who's not a bounty hunter.
And you say you're the Wookiee around here.
Mundus isn't a bounty hunter, he's just a paid badass.
Exactly. At least somebody's
true.
paying attention. At least somebody's paying attention.
Isn't bounty hunter technically already paid badass?
Oh my god.
Like,
that's
but at
it.
a
I
different
was
gear.
just because he's a hired gun, so I was kind of rewording it.
Yeah.
Matt. I don't see anything but your picture on the stream.
Oh shit! Have I been streaming that the entire time?
Yep.
Sorry about that. God, I do things to make sure that nothing gets messed up while I'm trying to stream, and then I forget to lower it.
It could be worse, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, at least you still had the pictures up there, I see. From the preview, anyhow. But they missed the. If anyone was watching your stream, they missed the mystery man from earlier.
Well, because he's a mystery man, and that honestly makes it all more appealing.
All right, so I know some of the players actually know who that character is, but I'm not going to say anything for those that don't.
It's spoilers.
So you return to your ship.
Yeah, and we let them know we're about to have a guest.
We're about to have a doctor. We decided to allow him in. Those who don't want to be seen can hide away in their rooms, and the doctor can treat anyone else who's been injured that needs a little patching up.
Maybe I should leave the ship and go to a bar or something and wait until the doctor is treating, and he can contact me to come back, because he may go to the rooms just to investigate us.
Well, the thing is, you also don't know if the doctor is actually an Imperial. It could just be a doctor.
Yeah.
Both cases are very
I'm just
true.
gonna wear my stuff.
How about? I'm not sure about
Right.
letting you run off on a bar either.
Barry Ed, what? Well,
The
one of us could go
authority
with.
seemed.
Out of character, real quick. I'm just going to explain this. The doctor is just an excuse for everyone to get healed.
I kind of figured that.
Wouldn't
Yeah, actually,
sleeping
yes.
overnight do that anyways?
No.
Oh, really?
Sleeping 8 hours only regenerates 1 wound.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, out of story, this will not relate to anything story related. So
Yeah.
don't worry about. So don't
Just
worry
more
about
or less
it.
just saying,
The
don't
GM
run
has-
away from the heals.
The GM has officially broken the fourth wall and told you to stay here.
Yes.
Don't run
Yep.
from the heals.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't need healing.
Don't
Yeah,
be.
definitely.
Don't be.
But everybody else is missing at least a little bit of health.
Oh no,
That's
I was
just-
going to say, but I was just gonna be in my bounty hunter gear that we got before we left, anyways.
Right. So, like, eventually a nurse and a medical droid show up, and they're not like Imperial. They're just regular doctor and droid from the planet that they paid to come check your health for you.
All right.
Because
Of
they want to
course,
make sure
I
the
need a
people
little
that are
bit of
doing
patching.
bodyguard work are at, like, 100%.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
So the question is, do any of the characters have anything they want to do or discuss before turning in for the night?
I think Shola's gonna go in her room privately and get some more information out of the holocron.
Alright.
Yeah, Nathan is going to just make sure the ship is nice and tidy, make sure there's no issues, and that toolbox bot better not do anything to attack me, or I will.
Nathan's just like trying to be careful, and suddenly Roger One goes, "I've got an oil leak!"
And the toolbox bot slowly, troll-wise, just slowly walks up.
No one notices that in the corner the little
Toolbox
toolbox
at him
just
and it
wheels
repairs
away.
I was
instantly.
gonna say, I got a perfect image. You go lay on your bed. You notice your door's open. You look at your door. You see the toolbox around the corner.
No, you open the door, and then like there's something there, and you go back to your bed, and his screenshot widens, and there's right under your bed is the toolbox, and then you hear this music goes. "Doo-doo-doo."
Someone should, if anyone's watching this, someone should make a comic of just Nathan being mentally tortured by this toolbox.
Just a knock at the door. Nathan opens it. He sees nobody. Turns back around. All of a sudden, you see just as the wheels tuck in, you just see a toolbox sitting on your bed, and the psycho theme starts to play.
I told
He starts
you.
running out of the room.
Well, you know what would be better than the Psycho theme is just randomly see a toolbox and the X-Files theme starts playing.
Actually, then you get about a second or two of the X-Files theme, all of a sudden you just see a toolbox fly across the hall, and
Oh my
Gro's just
God.
sitting there like, "What the fuck?" And he slams the door shut.
Yeah, actually,
And then somehow the toolbox hits JonTron.
Screaming out, Lex tape!
or it's like when Nathan opens the door and the toolbox is on top of the door, so when he opens it, it's like it falls on his shoulder. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I like to think he's just sleeping, and all of a sudden at the foot of his bed he sees a toolbox. He's like, and he just wakes up, and suddenly he opens it, and then there's the toolbox, and it's like,
what is this toolbox's issue with me?
And once you dead.
Okay, so
Secret
enough
door that's been
trolling.
carried around
Enough
on
trolling. We
stairs.
need to get moving.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking of going and knocking, especially after seeing the Jedi stuff, because I'm thinking about going in. I've been thinking about going and talking to Shola. I've just been waiting for a time too.
okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
like I go and knock on her door because obviously she.
And then she's just focusing on the hologram, shuts it, and while Neil stands, she goes, "Come in."
So, okay, then I open the door and I go in and just like looking at her and the box, like trying to process the whole thing, like because I kind of figured like I would have heard something about that, especially my background a little bit, but I would have never
Yeah,
seen them.
you wouldn't know what it looked like. You might have heard somebody mention one before.
Yeah. So, Shola, what
Yes?
exactly is that?
What exactly is this?
Yes, because I think I've heard of these things before.
This is a Jedi holocron.
Okay, and like, what do you do? With, I mean, obviously, it has a picture, like a person, and whatever it has there.
They each think of. Most people think of them as books, and that's inaccurate. What they more are libraries of information, depending on what subject. This one is based on lightsaber combat.
Gotcha. And obviously, I would expect there's more.
Probably, which is why I want to explore this planet. We did encounter a black mark dealer with Jedi books, but we couldn't afford them, so we took the holocron on a cheap price, assuming that making him think it was a lamp when he thought it was a paperweight.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this, how I want to approach this, because, like I said, like I want to bring the Jedi Order back. Obviously, you know who I are.
I know who you were, but I don't know who you are now.
Well, whatever you think of what I was or were, I was never that, because I'm just going to tell you, and it's going to, hopefully it stays between me and you. I never carried out Order 66.
What's Order 66?
Order 66 was the command to kill all the Jedis. There's a
She just tries to maintain her composure and just goes, I remember when the troopers took toll and slaughtered us in the temple.
Yep. And if you
And
look on the back of my neck, you'll see a scar. That is where the chip was placed. My chip has been removed.
You might need to explain what the chip was.
The chip is what connected the order, basically, to our brain to do.
I see. Since
So-
you are being honest with me, I should be honest with you. I am technically, although a member of the Order, I am not per se a Jedi.
Well, you can become a Jedi, can you not?
It's a tricky question, and a question I ponder on lately, but you should understand. Do you know what the Service Corps is?
No, I don't.
Service Corps is where they send all the students and Padawans who failed their trials, who did not pass to become Jedi. I was sent
okay.
I was sent to the Education Corps, which is my specialty. I'm more of a researcher these days for treasure hunters. But you should know, since we're clearing the room, I too seek to restore the Order, and to hope to train one's Padawans to become the Jedi I never could be. With what information I can obtain.
All right. I can definitely get on board with you for doing that. And I see, from what I've seen, I do see great potential in you. And then we can restore this. And possibly, you never know, you might be out on the front lines as well, too.
The black market dealer mentioned ruins. I
Did
think
he?
we may. Yes, he found ruins. Was where he found this holocron and these books. I don't know if we can go how long that black market dealer will last, but if we can find these ruins, we may find something.
There could be more stuff down there. Totally. I'm totally on board. After you showed that, that was the reason I'm staying, because I want to restore the Jedi. I don't want to stay here because it's an Imperial place. I want to be away
I
from
don't
this
want to
place.
stay here either, but
Because also too,
but it's not just that. It's when I came to this planet, I sense a connection that the planet, the Force is very strong in this planet.
okay.
So there's something here, I think. Yeah, she would sense that, right? Because her first power is sense.
Well, I think you would sense something because, just because even aside from the stuff that's here, you're in a city where there's out of character. You're in a city where there's at least 3 other Force users here right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you could be sensing them.
yes. I should mention I sense 3 other Force users, but I don't know who they are.
Gotcha.
This
Would
could
ask
be
questions,
good or
but not there.
Say what? What, Matt?
I said would ask questions, but not there. So not metagame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I made sure I closed the door as well too, so there's no.
Yeah. So, but
the
it
other thing-
is. Go ahead.
Since I've had my chip removed, I am hunted by the Empire. They are looking to kill me on sight. They won't ask questions. I am being.
I think
Or
it
at
is
least-
best while they are doing guard duty, we investigate the area and say we're looking for any trouble in the area while they're guarding.
Yeah, kind
Run
of.
around low profile and investigate what we can, if that's
Yeah.
all right with you.
Yeah, that's totally fine with me. I
So
Both of
we
us
should
cannot be
check
found.
with. Though I get the strange impression that Mundus and Groa want to check in with before we do something like that,
yeah.
because I can feel him going. Mundus going.
Right after you say
being
that,
down-
you suddenly hear Roger 1 trip in the hallway and go, "Ow! I meant to do that."
And then you hear.
Sounds- Yeah, it sounds like people were listening. All right. Yeah, that's all I have to say. And just know that I will help you 100,000% get you to get the Jedi Order back.
Right, and as he leaves, she just meditates, closes her eyes, and goes, "Good night, Beard."
Good night, Shaw.
All right. I was not. I did not actually expect you to want to go and search for the ruin.
So now Ozzy is quickly putting down templates as we're doing stuff.
I know he's like, oh crap.
No, I know how I'm going to handle this. You do have a certain amount of time before the actual celebration starts to go poking around. Obviously, you're going to all want to be there during the actual guard duty in case something actually happens.
At the very least, most
Yeah.
of us, if not all of
Yeah.
us, yeah. Matter of fact,
At least-
those who wish
we
to
were
have
going to be.
those who wish to hide themselves more easily from the Empire can probably put on their bounty hunter stuff again.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why I thought this job wouldn't be so bad, because you just have those disguises. Thus, any issues should be taken care of.
And you're not who the guards are going to be looking at.
Mhm.
They're really
Yeah,
looking
exactly.
for
If anything, the guards will be looking at us and go, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, they're gonna be happy to see you.
But Okay,
And I stick out in the crowd. So while you guys were all doing that, Gro was probably in the, what do you call it? I keep screwing up names for stuff. He's essentially getting the boxes of droid parts together and probably even sorting them out a little bit to make sure all the busted stuff is in one crate.
I'm
And then making sure that they're strapped down for when we finally take off in about a day or so.
I'll probably just say that I'm probably with you. Also, assist that.
So I guess unless Nathan wants to join in, then Beard and Schuller are going to investigate.
Before
does
the
Matt?
event.
Yeah, does Matt want to join in or
Join him with what now?
the investigating?
The ruins.
If we have off time, I guess, before we have to start, sure.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure. I'm gonna have somebody make a dice check to see if you actually find anything. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna decide this.
Good job, players, of throwing a monkey wrench into.
Well, when it comes down to Jedi's or possible Force wielders fighting a temple, finding where it is isn't the hard part. It's just whether you can open it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I know my lord. Actually, so does Ozzie. He's seen the show.
So do I. I know the show. It's like, yeah, we're gonna have to find someone else.
Don't
Gro
lose
just
hope.
starts roaring out numbers as he's counting all the busted droids, getting all the nice ones into one box.
All right, so I'm gonna have Shola make another discipline check.
And
This one's gonna
put the broken
be
ones into the second crate.
a medium discipline check. So this check is gonna be easier than the last one.
So
'Cause
average.
Because yeah, you're gonna be same positive dice against 2 purple.
Same thing.
Boom.
Nice.
Nice.
No, wait, never mind. Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
threats this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of you kind of let the force guide you, as well as just rumors you've heard from random people around the city about certain things to locate a area that's like a few miles outside of the city.
Thank God we
There's
have
rubble.
speeders.
There's rubble everywhere. Like it's there's not a whole lot left standing, but you can sense that there's a structure underground. You just are having trouble figuring out how to get into it. Let's see.
If
We
only
have
I had
everybody-
explosives.
I'm gonna have everybody make an average perception check.
Okay, how do we do that?
It's your cunning. Okay, so like for Grow, it'd be 1 yellow and 1 green against 2 purple.
For
One
me-
yellow, 1 green against 2 purple.
1 yellow and 1 green against 2 purple. Mundus, it would be
Holy crap!
Ooh.
Oh my.
okay. Well, Shola already
Pass.
kind of passed, so
Should I bother rolling then, or
it doesn't matter because somebody already succeeded. I was mainly because after looking around for a while, you notice an area where there's a like a huge slab of stone that's been tipped over, and you think you can tell that it looks like it's covering a hole in the ground.
All right.
So everybody, the strong, beefy boys, anyhow, move the slab, and there's a stairway. There's a stairway leading down.
You mean the beefy boy and the beefy gal?
Huh?
You are a gal.
No, I'm not.
Mundus? Yeah, I thought.
You thought he was a she the
Well, I
Probably
can tell
the outfit.
I thought you were kept
Yeah,
saying Mundus was a she the entire time. Okay, whatever.
What gave you that impression?
Because you kept saying it was.
I like to think.
Whatever.
I like to think that Grau is kind of.
No, he was calling the motorcycle, the speeder, a she.
I could
Yeah.
have sworn
I
he's
think
been
that's what
calling Mundus a
confused you.
she since we started this game, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the Wookiee, the Trandoshan, and the beard move the slab, and there's a stairway leading down to a large, a large stone door that has no handles on it.
I'm going to.
You can tell that you have to use the Force to try and open it.
I'm gonna have to use the Force, but do I have Force move or?
It's more just you're using a general. to
Okay.
try and-
I'll use the Force.
So it's another discipline check, but this one is going to be against a purple and 2 reds.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Dun
Alright.
dun dun.
Crossing my fingers, guys.
Plot
All
thicket.
right. Oh.
Yes!
Oh.
Ooh.
What the hell?
Wait.
Very nice.
Someone clip that.
He would have failed if he didn't get a triumph.
Someone clip that. That is the luckiest move ever.
You know, I actually set that up with the intention that you'd fail it.
Well
See,
done.
Wow.
I
Somebody's,
knew. I
Well, guess what?
somebody's
I
a jerk.
I knew Ozzie was gonna screw over Shola one day.
Well, now
Oh.
Ozzie's eating pay dirt and has to come up with something.
Yeah, because this is the point where I'm like, I was like, crap, you were supposed to fail and come back later.
Ha ha ha! They're never gonna get. Oh, why the fuck did I even try?
Come up with something.
Okay, so
Here we go.
I have to actually decide what's in there now.
She's the bookie that couldn't make it. I remind everybody.
What
Okay.
you open is
It's very dark, but there are torches near the entrance.
Shola, in order to open the door, mentally she goes up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
oh good comp.
BA, start, rather.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The entryway is very empty. Like it looks like the place has been ransacked to some degree. And nobody else notices this, but as Shola's walking into the temple, she could have sworn she just saw her parents walk past her for a second before they disappeared.
Oh no.
She runs after him.
Oh no.
Okay, so everybody else is seeing Shola running deeper into the temple, chasing nothing.
Well.
Just-
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well-
everybody after the running girl.
Yep.
Away we go.
Real quick, Ozzie, where am I? Am I? I'm not with them, right? Or am I in the
I'm
ship?
assuming everybody's
Everybody's here.
Everybody's here?
Everybody's here.
Okay. Just
The
wanted to make
only
sure.
one left behind is Roger watching over the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shola, come back.
you find
Shola, come back.
you find yourself running past
No,
like
don't do that song, Matt.
you find yourself running past like several decorative tapestries that you're not really paying much attention to them because you're chasing what you could have swore were your parents. But those that catch a brief glimpse of them, they seem to be tapestries depicting an ancient war between the Jedi and the Sith.
Oh my god.
You eventually reach the end of a hall. Nobody to be found. Whatever you saw is no longer. But on a pedestal in the middle of the room, surrounded by candles that probably shouldn't be lit because nobody's been in here in a very long time. You see an ancient warblade.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Ancient sword?
Yes.
Okay, I'm putting that.
I was going to point out that from the design, it looks like it was most likely originally a Sith warblade.
Ooh.
Ew.
Ooh.
But it's technically the weapon itself isn't good or evil.
It just looks like it might be slightly badass than normal.
Yeah, it's got a lot of black and dark red to it.
Probably even a spike or two somewhere. Someone blinked.
So it's up to you whether you want it or not. It is stats wise. It is the thing you mentioned before from the book, so it counts for like lightsaber.
And that's the thing. It would be really useful but that's kind of metagaming. This is like, what would Shola do in this situation?
Right.
Shola's unsure about whether or not she would touch this, and I guess she would need some wisdom or something on this. Like, could she just reaching out of the Force may be a bad thing because there's other people on this planet. She probably doesn't want to.
Not only that, you just had a weird Force-related vision inside this place, so you don't know what's going to happen.
So she just kneels down and focuses on Force and just kind of recites the Jedi Code, or the Old Republic Jedi Code. There is no peace, there is serenity. No, there isn't that. Whatever it is. She recites.
There is no emotion. This is what I think what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, there's no emotion, there's only peace, and yada yada.
The Force will set you free.
Yeah, you just say say the stuff, and then you just in the back of your mind you hear Mace Windu yell, "Use the Force, motherfucker!"
Use the Force, motherfucker!
But
I used the Force, and
I was joking.
What?
The fact that he was acting like he actually got a vision from Mace Windu.
Use the Force, motherfucker! Ah, using it.
Mace Windu is pissed.
I was only joking because of the blah blah blah. You couldn't even remember the code. But is there a reason you're reciting the code though specifically, or just?
Just trying to ward off any evil. Just trying to cleanse herself, basically. So she's just trying to cleanse herself, resist the dark side, and probably try to use the Force to... Actually, that's a good question. Can I use Force Sense? Can I roll to use Force Sense?
Sure.
All right. All right.
You have to use a Destiny point to do that because it's
All right.
So
how many Destiny points?
You got 3, and so I'm adjusting the counter myself. So you have to roll for that, right?
Right. Light side or dark side? Let's see what comes up.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you had to make like a.
All right. Okay. Oh yeah, I can work with that.
Oh, okay, light side.
The light side point. And what do I sense?
So what are you trying to sense exactly?
Is this a test or something, or is there anything else in this room? Perhaps messages, anything else other than this sword?
Let's see. It's not a test, and from what the only thing you can sense is that this blade was left here, shortly before the temple fell. but that's most likely just a coincidence.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, because I don't see any temptation at this point to take the blade for her. So she's just gonna walk off, study the tapestries or whatever's on the walls for a while, and just as she heads back.
By this
Alright,
point,
well,
everyone's already in the
Yeah,
room
everybody
with
else
her.
is kind of caught up and just sees her like meditating in front of the blade.
Yeah. Shit.
I'm gonna do this thing here. I'm gonna double check something here quick. Okay, I think I know how to do this. Not sure what it would be against, but I know how to roll for this.
What are
So
you
it
trying
would
to
be
do?
a yellow and 2 green. I'm using a skill with my agility. My agility is a 3, so with a skill that's 1 yellow and 2 green.
Which skill?
Stealth.
Oh, stealth. Okay.
Oh, you're using stealth. What are you trying to stealth for, though?
That's for me to know.
But you gotta tell.
Well, I gotta know because I gotta be able to set the difficulty of the roll. You can, if you want to message it to me directly on Discord so that I know what you're trying to do.
Sure.
Because if it's something you just don't want the other players to know.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine.
There'll be a surprise.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing this as Sholo is basically leaving the room.
She's looking at tapestries and starting to head out, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that'd be a yellow and 2 green against 2 purple.
Against 2 purple. Alright. And... Yes!
You succeed.
Nods and follows like nothing even happened.
Okay, so yeah, the tapestries. They seem to be of stuff you've only vaguely heard about because obviously nobody here was here during the ancient Sith Jedi Wars. But it's basically depicting scenes from like basically shit that's going on in the Old Republic video game. Picture that in like tapestry form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Nice.
just dozens and dozens of battles throughout the stars, all kinds of
Yeah.
different Sith warriors, all kinds of different Jedi warriors.
Yep.
Cool looking stuff, but don't really mean much to us now.
Right, because it's not like it's gonna help you learn anything.
Yeah. I'm sure in metagame it would be like awesome, but in truth, we're like
in
we have no
modern
idea.
setting as it is right now, it's like, okay.
We have no idea who these people are.
So,
All right, so
Bet you there's a
quick
cool guy
question.
with this really round head.
This is the only
Kind of
way
the middle.
down, right?
huh?
Only way, one way, right?
Only one
There's
way
no-
now.
okay.
There's other rooms in here, but there's not much around. Like there's you can kind of feel like a force presence here, but this is something I'm not going to let you roll on. You literally can't make anything of it.
Okay.
At least not with your current
Not right
skill.
Right.
Just not right. In other words, you need to level up a bit.
Yeah.
Right, more or less.
Which is a real shame because it was my lightsaber skill I was going to level up, and it was like, and I can't take the warblade.
Here,
Because
just look at this way. You try to do something else, and suddenly you just hit an invisible wall, and you need to level up before you can go beyond this point.
No.
So, I'm guessing everybody's just pretty much gonna head back now. Then,
Mhm.
Yeah.
if
Can we
Shola's,
take a quick bathroom break here?
yeah, probably a good time.
Yeah.
We're almost at the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we haven't been playing that long, but we've been talking that long.
Yeah.
Well, the role playing is part of the playing, so.
I will be right back then myself.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
same
be-
here.
Yep, I'm gonna run
Need
for a
to get-
shot. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I
I'll
need
be
to
back
get
in
a drink.
like a couple minutes. Like, gonna finish my like food.
I'll be
I'll
back.
Is anyone else there, or? Huh.
Aha! There's nobody here. I ha-ha'd to myself.
And I am back with the jolly good.
That's what they all say. Well,
No, I am. I'm back with the jolly good. It's the local Wisconsin soda brewery. Listen. Mmm.
well,
Diet fruit punch.
I thought up something to have happen while I was taking a bathroom break.
Uh-huh.
Just to make more out of this detour that happened that I
Didn't
wasn't
expect
expecting.
to happen. I'm happy with myself. I'm super smug.
Yep, the best part is I was worried that one of them was going to go, just that Shoal was going to change her mind. It wasn't going to be there.
Shh. I literally have it listed as temple item. That's all I'm leaving it as for now.
Right. Well, no one can look at your character sheet anyhow, but
Well, just in case. He may be a big, thick Wookiee, but he ain't no dummy.
I have returned.
Hello, how are you? There's a Murloc in the room.
You got a friend in me.
lies.
How do you know that lies?
Why is Zoidberg most reliable character in all of Futurama? I don't know.
For my last breath, I blame Zoidberg.
Of course I'm watching Moulin Rouge. It's my favorite DVD. It's my only DVD.
I have only one way to save myself for what I've done by killing myself. That was a $5,000 sword. Pride did it.
Zoidberg makes his new home here.
Damn it, where was that image I just saw?
Uh-oh.
My home. How did this happen? That's a good question. Oh, that's where my cigar went. That's just reason for our questions.
Like, I love that scene. that brings even more questions.
He's my patient, not your patient. I'll kill him.
Better
There he goes.
That's why I love Bender. He just doesn't give a shit.
I know. I kind of like the new character Matt Groening created, Lucy and Disenchantment. He's the funniest thing about that show.
I still need to check that show out sometime.
Here we go. This image will work perfectly.
Of
course,
yes, use it.
Yay.
Of course, that's why they call it. That's why they call it a backlog.
Why not Oidberg?
Why not?
Everything coming up, Zoidberg.
Oh my gosh, if we got like Calamari, Doctor like Zoidberg, that would be so awesome.
Oh
Yeah,
my
would be
god! Never mind, you're gonna recruit the farmer.
Yes. Perfect.
Not really, but it would have been funny.
You
I don't
dash
know
off my
anything.
hope.
I don't know
Dash off
anything
my
about
hopes and
it.
dreams. I hope you're happy. All my hopes and dreams.
Why
I
does
can just
everybody hate
picture-
my vegetables?
That
I can
point
just picture-
when I name a handout with something other than the character's name, so that it doesn't give it away.
I like to think if Zoidberg was here listening to Onionix with that, he'd just go, "Welcome to my world."
I know.
But the sad thing is, we're halfway through the session, and everything that has happened so far is stuff that was ad-libbed. Aside from you talking to Callus, everything else was stuff I didn't plan.
Then we're doing our parts right.
Ta-da!
Welcome to being the dungeon master. Hello.
Yep.
Let's see here, Rennie. This is why I write in pencil. I'm gonna erase this and add this here.
About 50% of a campaign can be ad lib. You just have to be.
Just have to throw the emergency switch on you. Aha! You're not gonna make this unless you crit. Oh, fuck! I think that would work. You always crit.
You pretty much.
You
I
got.
think the
You just got to be good on your toes.
I think the worst thing that's
All
ever
right,
happened
then we're
to me
adding another hallway.
was I ran a Curse of Straw campaign, and the players asked if they can control the Creeping HUD of Bobby Lasaga. And I said, only if you crit each roll, and they crit every freaking roll. Now they did that one, but I had them disable it, it lost control, and they had to do it all over again. And they did it twice.
Nice.
I'm like, what the hell? How do you crit twice in a row with that many rolls?
You're just like, screw it, fine, keep the damn thing.
No, I
Yeah.
eventually destroyed it, but it was a pain in the butt nonetheless.
Right, so is everybody back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Say- Say I.
I.
Arr.
Arr.
More like guidelines than actual rules.
Oh, listen to the pineapple under the sea.
All right,
Squatter pants.
So back to the game.
Kiss the black spot.
Okay, so
What?
everybody's coming
Higher
out of the
darken.
temple. You're a few feet away from the stairs, and you hear a voice say, "I thought I sensed somebody here."
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fud.
Show
Merely
up
stand up
protect
straight
me.
and slowly turn to look around.
You turn around and you see a man with a bit of a goatee.
Ooh.
Oh,
throwing this-
oh.
Yeah.
And
This
I,
is where this is
do
where
I
you
re-
get, this is
do
where
I
the crowd
reckon-
goes, oh.
So real quick, Shola doesn't recognize him, but Beard does recognize him as a Jedi he's seen before. He just doesn't know who he is.
Okay.
And he's kind of slowly walking towards the group, and he's looking at Shola and says, "I wasn't sure whether to approach you or not, but I could sense that you didn't take it, so I have faith that you're not a practitioner of the dark side."
And I just kind of tilt my head and look at him going, "Who are you?"
Says, "My name's Kanan Jarrus. I was a Jedi before the end of the Clone Wars."
And I just kind of shrug and go, "I am Shola Zandrake. I was a member of the Service Corps before the temple was wiped out."
Says, "It's nice to meet somebody else that survived. Is there any reason you're on Lothal?"
Well, originally I was just working with a bunch of bounty hunters to collect a bounty, and then we discovered that there was some force sensitivity on this planet, and we were hoping for any possibility to resurrect the Jedi Order.
He looks kind of surprised by the fact that you mentioned resurrecting the Jedi Order. He says, "That's a noble goal. I can't get directly involved, though, as I have other people to worry about." But he walks closer to you. He says, "I do wish you luck, however," and he holds out his hand to put something in your hand. He tries to offer to put something in your hand.
I take it.
He starts walking her way, and you look down, and it's you're pretty positive it's a blue lightsaber crystal.
Oh. Okay. Then I know what Shola's going to be shopping for when she's in but first she's gonna stuck it away someplace safe, close.
Right.
Yeah.
When she's got money to spend, you know what you're gonna spend it on.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look nice like they always say it does?
Like the crystal? I'm not sure
Yeah.
anyone else really got a good glimpse of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's kind of.
Yeah, he did it discreetly.
And
Yeah,
he
they
was
did
more
it.
or less commenting on the fact that you didn't take the Sith Warblade.
Yeah. Which now I'm glad because I get something cool
Mm-hmm.
if I can achieve it.
But nope.
And she tries to put it together, and it just snaps in half.
I
All
blame
right.
Nathan in his toolbox.
No, you ain't taking.
Nathan just comes in and starts hitting you with a hammer. Put it fit together.
You're breaking the crystal, stop it!
All right. So, the group is heading back to the city. You know, you meet up with Agent Callus and Minister Tua heading to the celebration. She's more or less they're more or less in an area that's kind of like overseeing the street, kind of like a balcony. And you know, the group, there's no stormtroopers near them. You're basically the only guards with them in the section of the area they're at.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because there's stormtroopers down on the street and near the
Oh,
building.
okay.
But they're
So
not.
like we're
but
the only
you're-
ones
you're-
at their level. Okay.
You're up the only ones up there with them.
Mhm.
And
Mm-hmm.
on another one of the on top of one of the rooftops nearby, Shola catches a glimpse of the mysterious man from before, who she didn't see that in the barracks, and gets a chill down her spine just from looking at him. But so there are plenty of stormtroopers down below, and there's actually a walker that's just kind of stationed off to the side. And there's a parade and fireworks. You know, the usual kind of festivities you'd expect. And this is the point where I really should have probably changed the music to what I had planned.
Yep. Well, it just started, so I think it's good as time, isn't it?
That'll work.
Yeah.
Nostalgia!
Yeah, Minister Tua is just
Nice.
commenting on what a lovely day it is. It's so great to see a shining example of all the good that the Empire does.
Oi.
Yeah.
Shola just rolls her eyes in her helmet.
Nathan does.
Gro
does
just
the-
keeps quiet for the moment and nods.
Yeah, I don't say anything else.
There's considerably more human civilians out on the street enjoying the festivities than any of the alien races.
One would figure.
The few aliens that are out there, most of them just seem kind of annoyed as they're trying to go around doing their business while people are having an annoying parade in the middle of the town. And things are going fine for about like a half an hour when suddenly there's an explosion next to the walker.
I'm sorry, it's just like it's funny because I hear this music and then when you say it like that.
Yeah, I know.
But I have like, well, I don't think that was part of the festivities.
Yeah, there's an explosion.
Come on,
and,
something about not expecting fireworks today.
Right. Well, there were actually fireworks already earlier, but
Doesn't look to be
But,
the right
you know,
ones.
Yeah.
Callus goes, "What on earth is going on down there?" He tells the group to stay here because he wants to make sure that the minister is kept safe. He's about to go start to head down, and you see like a group of maybe 5 people. One of them is somebody wearing purple Mandalorian armor, and a couple other individuals fighting with some stormtroopers. And but just before Callus is about to head down, there's a much louder explosion from the other side of the city.
Oh my god.
And everybody stops, seeming kind of surprised by that, including the people that were already attacking down there. And Callus stops and looks off in the direction and goes, "That's where all of our TIE fighters are."
Oh!
This is
And there's a really loud noise as a huge metal object comes flying through the air and crashes into the middle of the street, smashing like a parade float.
oh god.
This large bronze egg-shaped object that's about the size of a house.
Oof.
And part of it opens, and you hear what are clearly droid voices from inside.
Oh no.
That you hear, and you hear like one after another a voice going, "Legion droid activated, Legion droid activated, Legion droid activated,"
Oh, no.
and a bunch of droids start spilling out and attacking everybody, like the stormtroopers, the group of rebels, and the civilians.
Okay, yep, opening fire on the droids, most definitely
yeah.
first and
And,
foremost.
And And as you're about to start attacking them, a really big one
Oh, this guy's
rolls
working out.
rolls out into the middle. That's I'm just putting that up real quick so you can see what they look like. They're not regular battle droids.
International Chess Day, bro.
And a much bigger droid walks out in the middle of them.
Oh.
And
Oh
it
my
looks up at the top of the balcony and goes, "Targets acquired. Agent Callus, Minister Tua, terminating targets."
Oh yeah, definitely finding that one.
Yeah, that one's going down.
So I gotta move. I actually gotta move Roger 1 out of there because I have to add other characters to the board.
Oh my God.
I look at Ground and
Well,
like, and you didn't want to stay.
Like there's
Just thinking of the group,
there's
and now
a
we're
lot
thinking
of
for the rest of the group.
there's a lot there's a lot of chaos going on, and that big one as well as 3 of the smaller ones in particular are seem to be heading up towards your area.
Are they like jumping at us, or are they going like
No,
to the ground floor first?
They're working their way up the stairs, and you're more or less they're aiming at you, and you're most obviously assumably getting ready to fire back at them.
Oh yeah.
Yep. totally.
Sooner,
I
if
just
not
gotta
later.
I just have to add allies to the board. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Ah,
We do need some proper battle music.
yeah, I'm about to change the music.
Okay.
I'm just getting all the characters on the board
nice.
first. Everybody's at more or less at medium distance from them because of how close the freaking object landed that they came out of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yes, changing the music. Let's see how loud this is. So everybody roll for initiative.
Okay.
So I select my token.
Yes.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh
Low.
god.
Jeez, Shay has the low one again.
Oh, there.
Oh, okay, there we go. I got it. Oh man, I got it low. Damn.
All
As
right,
low as me.
Ugh,
Damn.
Beard is definitely going first at this point.
It looks like
No,
I'm.
stop,
Looks like I'm last again.
Oh, there's still some more things to get rolled, I'm sure.
Yeah, I haven't rolled for any of the droids yet because I was getting stuff
Oh.
situated.
Up. Nope.
Wait,
Nope.
seriously?
Good. Can they roll lower, please?
Nope.
There we
By
go. 13.
one!
That's hardly low.
Well, I did say lower. I just didn't say how low. There. Oh, there.
There we go.
The big
Yeah.
one out of them rolled shit.
Yeah, the
Good.
same number I rolled.
I guess the GM can rule what to do with that one, but yeah, there we go. The big one doesn't go until later.
Well, at least 3 people on your side get to go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at medium distance, Callus is shooting at one of the battle droids, the smaller ones. Why did I open Discord? I meant to open the notepad so I could check what his freaking stats were.
I don't know. Why did you open the Discord?
I think he's gonna hit, most likely, because of how freaking ridiculous his stats are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Yay, NPCs that can hit the broadside of a barn.
Oh, Matt, your
aims.
mic's kind of glitchy.
Yeah.
What was that?
Your mic's glitching up.
Oh, weird. It's fine on my end.
Yeah, you sound staticky.
Yeah, you got kind of robot-y. I can't believe he missed. He just got fucking nothing but advantage symbols. He had 3 yellows and he missed. What the hell?
Wait, so I guess what is he gonna use those?
Let me see. I gotta check the chart for that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Spending advantage. Let's see.
So he's doing no harm, but he's going to do something to cripple them, hopefully. Or something to boost us either way.
He shot the weapon out of its hand.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
One of them's going to have to take their full action just to pick up their pea shooter. Beardy. Is Discord just going completely? Yeah. Is it better now? Or is it still not working? Come on.
Oh yeah, okay, I got.
Yeah,
there.
because you got 2 in the skill, so it's 2 yellow and 1 green against.
Yeah,
2
there we
purple.
go. I don't know why Discord is completely bottoming
And
out.
if you're aiming, you get a blue.
It's okay as long as you fixed it.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the extra aim. Since we have
Here we
cover
go.
right now.
Oh, wait.
There we go.
Ooh.
Okay, so you hit. How much damage does your gun do normally? Trying to remember.
Well, I got that new.
Yeah, you got the heavy blaster, so that does
Yeah,
7.
so 7.
You did 2 extra, so that brings it up to 9, minus their 5 soak, so that did 4.
It's
So-
better than 0.
Yeah,
Nothing. Yeah.
you took a chunk out of his torso, but he's still coming.
Perfect.
Or trying to pick up his gun, anyhow.
Yeah.
Shola.
Does anybody in the group area of the balcony have any other weapons on them, like a thermo detonator or something?
I think
wish.
Beard has some grenades.
I got frag grenade.
Is it possible for me to take one off and throw it at the droids if they're in a group together?
Let's see. I'm not really sure how to handle that.
But wouldn't it take like a turn?
I think
or
he
so
kind of
to
has to
answer
spend
this?
his turn like handing it to you or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said. Is like it would
Then
probably
I'm
take a
going
turn
to
just-
aim and shoot at the closest one.
The same one everyone else is shooting at.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's gunnery, or no, not gunnery, blaster.
Yes, light, ranged light, so that'd be a yellow and a green against 2 purple.
Ooh. Well, at least I got a
Cross
yellow.
your fingers.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
I actually hit.
Yep.
With 3 threat.
Well, that's the best I can
Interesting
hope for.
roll.
Yes, so that's actually, so you did 1 damage to him and suffered a strain.
Ouch.
That's all I'm doing with the threat, because that's usually what it causes.
Mm.
I don't want to have to think about it. You know, I could have swore the freaking green bars were on top of the red before.
Yeah,
don't know
that's
why
what I was
it's-
thinking too. Yeah.
Freaking Roll20 must have changed something, so it rearranged what goes where. I could have swore those were the other way around before.
Yeah.
I just didn't notice it till just now. Okay, so this droid is going to shoot at Asian Callus.
Oh wait, didn't you hear me say aim?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I said aim.
Yeah, shoot your name.
Shoot.
Yeah, but I only rolled a yellow and green. I should have had a blue for aim.
Blue dot.
Okay, roll the blue then. See, just by itself, we'll add it.
All right. Oh.
Advantage.
So you
got rid of.
technically only had one threat.
Yep, got rid of 2 of the threat.
So that would have been. That's still like I actually gave you the negative effect that you would have had for 1 threat.
Oh, okay.
It would have been
All
suffer
right.
1
Oh.
strain.
Okay, so it's all good then.
Yeah. All good.
It's like the dice knew.
It's
Okay,
destiny.
so this droid is shooting at Agent Callus. Has what was it? Clear this off. And it missed. It just hit part of the balcony.
Oh, jeez.
As droids are one to do.
This droid spends its whole turn picking its gun back up and trying to get it to work again after it being shot out of his hand. Which just leaves the other droid, which also takes a shot at Callus. Alright. Is it possible? No, it's not possible to just roll the same thing again.
Nothing.
Yeah, he's got advantage. He didn't. I'm just gonna say that was a failure. I'm not gonna bother dealing with the advantage. Bro.
Alright. Taking my big gun, I'm gonna shoot the big guy.
You're gonna
He's
aim
officially
and
mine.
You can just see
All right,
Mendes
so-
just being so
So
jealous right
2 a green, 2 yellow, and a blue.
2 yellow,
Against 2
green,
purple.
and a blue. Oh, that's right. I should have said aiming too.
Yeah, well, I'm just assuming you are because you're already in cover.
Okay, and against 2 purple?
Against 2 purple, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you did with advantage. That's you're going to this 10 damage, right? So that would be 11 with the extra success, and the advantage. Well, say it adds a boost to the next ally's dice roll.
Okay.
So 11 minus 4 is 7, so that's still a lot of damage. Or to quote Phil Swift, that's a lot of damage.
Oy vey.
Okay, Minister Tua's turn. She has no weapons. She uses her leadership skill to heal
Ooh, okay.
Shola's strain.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
that's useful. All right, so it's my turn.
Nathan's turn.
All right, so I'm going to which one is the most damaged?
The
Oh, wait.
top
This
one.
one, right? Okay.
It's only
I'm
got
going-
1
boy.
HP left.
Oh, okay. So obviously I'm going to attack that one. I'm going to aim and shoot at it.
Alright. So that's let's see, you have what is it? 1 yellow, 2 green, 2 blues against 2 purples.
Oh dear gosh.
Jeez.
Oh.
The thing would have died if it was at full health.
Oh man!
You
It's
just,
like-
you just
don't
put a
get me
slug
wrong.
through his head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's down.
All right. Well, at least I'm not even gonna question. We got an enemy down. It's all good.
Nathan starts doing a dance because he's like, I killed some.
He
I do-
does the Carlton dance.
Arsenal droid gets its turn, and
I do the full.
Arsenal Droid gets his turn and I just wave and smile.
it goes. Targeting threat, firing, raises its cannon arm and shoots at Grow.
Oh god.
Hit me! If you can't hit the balcony, hit the balcony! Hit the balcony!
I was gonna say, be like the Joker. Come on, hit me.
Oh god, he hit!
Oh god,
Oh wow.
that's a lot.
That's a lot of damage.
Ow!
I told him to hit me.
Ow.
Jesus.
But
You
yes,
asked
with 2 fret.
Yeah.
If
let's
that
see.
helps.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what the threat's gonna decide what that threat's gonna do. Okay, I know how I'm gonna handle this then. So it's because of the fact that it's it got 4 extra damage on top of its 9 damage, so that's 13 minus your soak, which is 4, so that's 9. That's still like half your health.
9.
Okay, so but
Oh my god.
your Wookiee rage from being hit allows you an immediate response.
Oh,
I
so I
would
get
like
to
to
shoot back
rage.
again.
Basically, that's what I'm deciding the threat did.
So just minus the blue die then.
Yeah, no, no die. You don't get anything like that. That's
Okay.
a lot of advantage.
How did we
That-
fall into that?
God damn
How
it.
do you respond to that now?
No more.
We'll
No
say-
more.
we'll
Look at the
say
reroll.
you gain a defense die on the next attack that's aimed targeted against you. So you basically get 2. It's like you got double cover on the next attack that's made against you.
Okay.
Mundus.
Oh, okay. Now,
Oh wow, I'm actually get to do something.
now he's ready to
Welcome
take
to the fight.
revenge.
Welcome to the fray.
Okay. Okay, so we're still in cover, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
everybody's in cover. Because
Technically.
Okay. Okay, well, anyway, I aim for the arsenal guy.
Big boy's the one to take.
Oh, big boy.
All right, so
The scorekeeper to man's.
so for you, that's
Scorekeeper, you're trying to break that type we got going.
that's one yellow, 3 green, 1 blue against 2 purple.
One yellow, 3 green, 1 blue, 1 purple, or 2 purple?
2 purple.
Two
You're
purple.
medium range.
Okay,
Because you're kind of none of you really want to move from your defensive position,
right.
Okay, let's
especially
see.
since there's a lot of
Yeah!
fighting going on down below. Okay.
Triumph, baby! Ooh!
Do the floss.
Okay, so that counts as an extra. That counts as you having 2 successes and an advantage. And your gun normally does how much damage? So total, so 9. So plus 1, that's 10. Plus, what do we do with your advantage? Well, we're gonna say you inflicted a critical injury on him.
Ooh.
So he's taking, but first he's taking 6 damage after the soak. And let's look at the critical injury table to decide what we're gonna do. I gotta roll a 1 die 100. So, using the actual roll 20 dice roller. Rolled a 83. Wow, that's actually pretty high on the list.
Yeah.
Winded. Until the end of the encounter, the target cannot voluntarily self-restrain to activate any abilities or gain additional maneuvers.
That good?
That's
That
doesn't
means
really
he can't
affect
do
him
anything
because he
extra.
doesn't have strain, but
Eh.
he's still got a critical injury on him. So I'll just
Essentially, he can't do anything extra.
if he was a proper like adversary character instead of just a really beefy minion, that would have mattered more.
Okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, if he was like
Hey.
a big time, real living, breathing boss, he'd be just like, oh
But,
shit, and can't do extra attacks.
Callus's turn. See, considering he saw what just happened to
The big guy.
grow, he's gonna shoot at the arsenal droid because of the fact that it's clearly a bigger threat than everything else.
Nice.
I think that's like a critical hit on top of all his damage.
Jeez.
So that's gonna
Um,
be D100 plus
Yeah,
10.
but 12 you can say 12 minus 4, so that's 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let me look at the advantage table real quick, because like 3, that's actually it yeah, that's right though, that is a critical injury.
So another chance for critical injury.
Right.
Yep.
$35. What is that on the chart? That is target is staggered until the end of his next turn.
So he ain't moving.
Yeah,
He ain't moving. He ain't doing nothing.
he's basically in capped and for now.
Yeah, he's done.
Mr. Beard.
Yeah.
Mr. Bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at the big as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Just look at Mundus. Everyone's trying to get in our
Do you
kill.
remember the dice pool or?
I inspired. I inspired the party.
Inspiration.
Yeah, I'm aiming and everything.
I helped increase everybody's determination.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, he's he's done.
Woo! Goodbye.
Ah. Dang it, this stupid wheel is partially off the screen. I can't see everything on it. I'll remove him from the turn order though, so. Alright, Shola.
I just realized, but it was like 1 damage last time, so I don't think it matters. But I have a short range blaster only, and we're medium range, right?
Right, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so I asked somebody to hand me a weapon that can shoot further.
Well, again, if we hand you that, that's gonna count as your turn.
What choice do I have?
Okay. I guess I'll wait.
Hold on, because yeah, Mr. Beard has another pistol he hasn't really been using, which is the light blaster pistol. We can just assume that he gave that to you when you talked on the ship.
All right,
Because
so,
he's using the heavy blaster pistol instead now, which...
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
I'll roll.
Just in case for range.
Yeah, roll what I usually roll in mid range.
Yeah, it's just,
I'll shoot.
Yeah, it's just that it's medium range and does, I think, it's the same. It's literally the same as your current blaster, except it's medium range.
Yeah, I'll just hit this one.
All right.
And 2 purple.
Yeah, against 2 purple.
Ooh. What?
You didn't. You did not use the boost die.
Oh, yeah. Both sides, yeah.
But I mean, the thing is, you did hit anyhow. So.
Another additional damage. Hacha.
Okay, so I want to know how Ozzie's gonna explain this personally. Like,
let's see. But the weird thing is, it's got an extra success on there because it's grabbing that off of the triumph, but it's still putting the triumph on the board, which is kind of weird. So we're gonna say that it's 4 successes, so that's a total of that's a total of 9 damage. Minus no wait, no, that's a total of 8 damage. Minus the
plus
minus the soak, so that's 3 total damage.
okay.
But what about the triumph and the?
Well, like if you actually look at the dice, you got 2 successes and a triumph, but it's showing like 3 successes, like it's counting the triumph as a success and a triumph on the result.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're talking about.
I'm just, I
Okay.
That is weird.
Yeah, the dice have to be weird. But so 3 damage?
Yeah. You took out half its health because they have 6.
Okay.
Speaking
Alright,
of, so that turns on robots.
It decides to return fire against Shola because she just shot it.
First time she gets shot to start.
Actually, I think we got your soak listed wrong on there because you got padded armor at some point.
Yeah, I did.
So it should be 4 instead of 3. I'll change that right now. I mean, no one's ever hit your character in the entire campaign so far, so it hasn't really mattered. But
Yeah.
Don't
The
jinx.
Wookiee's a bigger threat. Hit me.
it's still not likely to hit, though. So,
Alright.
I mean, it's kind of got like a 50-50 because of the aim versus cover, but yeah, it missed.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
It injures itself trying to aim its gun high enough.
Oh,
So basically, because if enemies without a strain threshold suffer strain damage, they actually take actual damage. The other one takes a shot at Callus. That doesn't do anything.
A whole lot of nothing.
I think I might not have threw enough droids at you guys.
That big droid was pretty powerful, so.
Yeah, I mean,
that
it took
big
out
droid,
half
yeah.
a girl's health in one hit.
You
guys kinda quickly said, "Okay, that has to go."
Maybe you just added one more smaller droids, and then yeah, I think it would have been perfect. Because
Gross turn.
we do have a lot of firepower. Just to be fair.
Revenge! I'll hit the injured robot, the injured droid.
You're gonna hit the injured one instead of the other one, which you'd likely kill in one shot.
I don't know, do you think I can actually kill it in one shot? I'm not sure about this at the moment.
Yeah, if you hit, you will kill it in one shot.
There's a good chance.
If- There's a very, very high chance of you killing it in one shot because of the fact that your gun does 10 damage normally.
1 yellow, 2 green?
1 yellow, 2 green, a blue against 2 purple.
Blue aim and 2 purple.
yeah.
You.
It's okay.
Alright, so
Actually,
Technically-
I had 1 advantage, but anyway.
yeah, we're gonna say that made you do an extra damage, so you just barely completely destroyed it.
Bam.
Okay.
Aha! I've broken the tie.
Because it
Chink,
would
chink.
have suffered strain damage from the advantage. I think. I think that's usually what that does. Oh no, wait, that's you recover strain. Whatever. I'm just gonna assume he died.
The droid died, or?
Yeah, the one that was at full health.
Oh, yeah, that thing's
Yeah.
gone.
Um,
Because he's got that big blaster.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tua uses her leadership to inspire Grow to be slightly less injured.
Yay!
Like I'm not even making this up. That's her ability that's listed in the book. Is she can heal 1 strain or one wound on her teammates during battle.
Stop
I can just
dying.
picture her just going. "Now
Yeah,
take a
like stop
It's
dying.
him, you lovely Wookiee!
You're a champ.
She actually bitch slaps you, and for some reason
Nathan.
that actually gives you one healing point. All right, so like I did before, aim and shoot. So that's like, what was it again? 2 purple.
2 purple, a
2.
blue.
A yellow and 2 green.
A yellow, 2 greens, and 2 purples, right?
Again, yeah, but also blue because you're aiming.
Oh, okay. Okay. 2 success, 2 advantage.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
He only had 2 wounds left. He's
What
done.
the? Oh, come on. All right, we
Yeah, you blew his head off.
We roasted him. Yeah.
Actually, didn't Nathan kill 2 of them in this fight?
Yes.
Yeah. Woo!
The guy that's not
headshots.
even really a combatant character.
Yeah.
I pat Nathan on his shoulder and say, "You're grown."
Oh, thank you.
Now I don't feel like I have to protect him anymore. It's like, oh, he's gone.
They all grow so fast.
All right, so
I can't just assume everything going on, like, all right, and we're walking, ignoring this, continuing to pray.
So, you know, you can tell that the rebels have more or less scattered and are gone, and the stormtroopers are mopping up the rest of the troops. But over on the rooftop, you see the mysterious figure had been having a lightsaber fight with. There was a 3-way lightsaber battle going on between that one guy, the Jedi you met, and the droid with 2 lightsabers.
oh,
But at some point, both that guy, the cloaked figure and the Jedi teamed up because the droid was just doing too good. Till they eventually force pushed him off the roof, and he kind of helicoptered away with his lightsabers like it was a helicopter propeller, and landed into a drop ship that was coming by and basically blasted off into outer space.
Wow, that's how you
So
make a
I
getaway.
saw the mysterious figure with the red lightsabers.
Yeah, he had a red lightsaber, and you saw Kanan over there as well, but he kind of vanished after the fight was done.
He just hopped off the roof on the other side and just vanished. And now the
And,
Sith guys up there just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, Callus sees the the shuttle heading off into outer space, and he immediately gets on his holocom trying to contact the Star Destroyer that's in outer space, and there's no response. He's yelling, "Unit 1, please respond!" And like after a few moments, a face comes on who is a holo communicator that's clearly not an Imperial, because it's a Skakoan. Which let me grab an image of a Skakoan so you know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna post this in the Discord instead of in the game, so I don't have to upload it.
Oh, what are those guys?
He says, "I'm afraid they can't answer you. No one's there." And everybody's just kind of looking up, and they see the Star Destroyer just blast into hyperspace. And Callus is just looking up going, "Did what I think just happened happen?"
oh no.
Yeah, they stole it.
He slams his holo communicator on the ground and goes, "I can't believe this."
I can't believe you've done this.
So just kind of step back, whisper to Mundus, wow, looks like this is a shitty day to be part of the Empire.
He looks at the party and says, "You will all receive your pay, but don't tell anyone what happened here."
Slowly nods.
Yeah.
We all just slowly nods and we're like, but just in agreement. It's
Yeah.
Just slowly nod while Paul behind my back is crossing its fingers.
like,
I'm like, sure thing.
Matt, I fucking love your character.
I'll be like,
I love it.
sure thing.
Matt, I fucking love your character.
All right, so a lot of shit just happened.
Yeah.
More or less.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
They have Imperial scientists.
Rebellion popped up and then scattered like fuck. The Empire chased after them, and how many droids that came out of the egg?
There were.
And then
Probably-
there's a
there were
Sith on
probably 50
Jedi
of
on
them.
droid battle in the other roof. And the Star
Yeah.
Destroyer's been stolen. How
Yeah.
you do that, I don't know. That's gotta be a hell of a job.
Yeah, well, they more or less, they have scientists trying to find information in that Arsenal droid's data files, but
They're probably gonna
More or
find
less.
Jack.
more or less they figure out that the droid attack was literally a distraction, so whoever was sending them could get off the planet. And they stole a Star Destroyer in the process.
The Star Destroyer was their getaway, and they stole it. Yep. So that
dun,
that
dun.
trooper guy probably sent the pod to save his one big droid, and as soon as he had the ship, it's like, okay, you're done. Bye.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, this is crazy.
That is just literally slapping everything on the table and going, "Yep, I win."
Royal
And
Flush,
again-
boys, you lose.
And once again, I look at Grow, and you wanted to leave.
I was just thinking of the group. I didn't expect that we'd have side stories to tell about this one later.
So are we free to go, or are we
Yeah,
still
you're free to
there?
go.
Basically,
You're free to
we
go.
get our pay and we're free to go, and we head
Yeah,
back to the ship.
You're paid 5,000 credits.
Whoa!
For the whole
Well,
group?
I'll do the math.
I was just saying for the whole group.
Yeah, for
That's not
total,
math. That's
total.
1,000 each.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's it.
yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah. So 1,000. Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. Didn't have to do the math.
I
It was very simple.
got it.
Did the
Okay,
math?
that
That's
gives-
1,000 each.
Gives us 2,040 credits.
For those of us that haven't
Yeah.
spent money, yeah.
Yeah. We might actually be able to upgrade soon.
Come on, get a
as
shoulder
we're-
pad.
Are we already traveling in space, or are we just?
Basically, my thought is after we get our money is you know what? If everyone's chasing after vehicles right now, we might as well just get off the planet as fast as possible at this point.
Right.
Yeah, we might wanna get
Right.
out of
Are there?
Everyone's
while I'm going
racing
through
to get
the
out of here
holocron
at
on
this
the
point.
ship-
I
What?
assume
Yeah, while I'm going through the holocron and strip, are there any schematics for something?
Oh, she wants.
Actually, I was gonna say something real quick. I just remembered something real quick. As you're leaving the celebration grounds, Shola knows this crazy gem is dead on the street from the fight, and those two books are laying on the ground in front of him.
I
Oh.
grabbed the books. I grabbed the books without raising any suspicions.
Yay, free shit.
Pretty much.
Indeed. Very much.
All right, so everybody gets back to the ship.
Hey, Roger. Oh, wait. He or say his name. Never mind. I was gonna say. Oh, forget. Hey, Droid, we're back.
Roger tells
Hi.
his name. Yeah, basically, I'm like, hey, Roger, we're ready to take off. We probably want to get out here as soon as possible. There's been a lot of people grabbing for vehicles.
He goes-
Prep the engines.
He goes, "I know what you mean. Somebody stole our speeders."
What?
Someone stole Elizabeth? Oh no.
What?
Oh. Nani?
Who stole our speeders?
Some crazy chick in purple armor.
Son
What
of-
the fuck?
I slowly groan, rub the side of my head, and just go, no, we're out of here. We're done with this. Before anything else gets stolen. Matter of fact, double check the cargo bay. Make sure the droid
Yeah,
parts haven't been stolen.
Double check that.
Everything's there.
It's,
All right,
The speakers are gone.
lock everything. We're taking off.
I'm curled up in a fetus next to Roger One's feet.
My speeder.
I'm just patting him on the back.
Pat Mundus on the head, you'll get over it.
There's other speeders in the sea.
Roger was like, I don't know how to deal with this organic.
Stop it, flesh creature.
But
Stop
there'll
it.
never
Get
be
away from
another
my feet.
Elizabeth.
Stop grabbing me. No. Get away. No. 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 No.
Him and Elizabeth have had so many fond memories.
They had a picnic with mortar oil and wine.
Yeah.
Let's move.
So,
Back into
I'm
my
gonna give-
cockpit again.
You're heading back to the space station, and I'm gonna give
Hmm.
Grow one of his wounds back, just from resting on the way back.
Yay.
So I mean, you've gained 2 of your wounds back. One from Mr. Tua going, "You can do it," and another from resting on the way back.
Yay. Could be worse.
So what's info on the books on the way there?
I'm gonna save that part for later to deal with later, because I haven't actually decided what's in them.
Ozzie has to roll how lucky you are with the book.
Pretty much, yeah. I have to. But okay. So you arrive back at the space station. Let me get some music going so that it's not dead silent.
Okay.
That's interesting choice.
It's the same one I used before.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't hear.
Yeah, I hear it.
Oh, there it is.
I turned it up a little bit. The problem is the volume level on each thing doesn't really guarantee it's going to be the same level.
Across the board, yeah.
Ah.
Okay, so you go to Asmorgan's safe house. Just breaking the fourth wall for a minute. You turn over the stuff and get your 1,000 credits from him.
Okay.
But he when you enter, there's he says I have someone here that you might want to meet.
Ooh.
Oh.
Who?
There's I gotta pop open this freaking adventure book.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let me open my book. I'm not gonna lie to her.
There's an older Twi'lek man with one of his liku has been chopped off.
Oof.
Ooh.
As Morgan says that apparently you might not remember him, but apparently you freed him from a certain bounty hunter's ship.
Oh.
Oh.
He was he swears he's never had any business involving Timo before, but yet Trex was collecting a bounty on him that was placed by Timo.
Interesting.
As Morgan has him sitting at a table drinking water, waiting for you to get back. He introduces himself as Buraban when you're introduced to him.
Oh, pretty cool.
All right.
And as Morgan asks him to tell him what he's told you, he says, I'll try to keep my long story short, but for some time now, the rulers of Ryloth have been remiss about who they allow on the planet's Ryle mining industry, which is only barely legitimate in these days of Imperial dominance. Out of character, Ryle is a spice. Says, for some time, bands of Aqualesh thugs have been terrorizing the mining community, forcing Twi'leks to work for scant reward and extorting all sorts of favors and resources from the mines that might otherwise have prospered. I banded together with some associates in order to protect the New Mean mine from the thugs, and for a while that worked. Then they simply disappeared. We were relieved at first, but soon there had been killings happening, as though there was some sort of underworld takeover going on. Shortly after that, bands of outsiders began to purchase land near the mines. They claimed they were developing it, but we could tell they were merely there to spy on us and make life difficult. A short while later, during a journey to Nabat, I was attacked by a band of rogues, including the Trandoshan, who maimed and branded me before sealing me in a cell on his ship.
I see.
Says, I don't have any evidence of this, but if Timo really did place a bounty on me, then the assumption is that he's the one behind the thugs that are trying to take over the mining operation on Ryloth.
So you're looking for someone to go down there and stop the people messing with the mining then?
Exactly, and hopefully you'll find some information that you can use against Timo in the process.
Very interesting. That's
Okay.
definitely doable.
Yeah, I kind of like where this is going.
Let's see.
Also, a side note, it also means that the team won't have to hide and sleep out of under gear.
Right. And this is more or less where I'm going to end it for the night.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, it's almost time.
Yeah.
Alright. We have a place for head to next time then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, we do.
Alright, so...
XP, did we get XP?
Oh yes,
Let's go, yeah.
15 for everybody.
15.
15 for everybody. Alright.
So add that to the max.
How much for the 1,000? Is it split 5 ways? 400?
So it'd be
That'd be
200.
200 each.
200.
Talking about the credits, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the last bit that we got, yeah, okay.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
well,
because you know, as Morgan was mainly paying you in aid rather than credits, which is why you got considerably more money from the Imperials.
Okay, how much should that be total?
For those of us who didn't have any money to begin with, we're at 2,240.
2,240, and I spend how much on the holocron? 50?
Think so?
So it'll be 1,900. Yeah, but I can spend that money on equipment and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, do we have to talk to you about what we spend our credits on, or do we have to? Oh, yeah, the experience, the XP.
Yeah,
XP,
well, we're not gonna. I'll try to talk to everybody in between now and the next time we play about what they want to do with their stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That way we don't have to sit here and figure it all out right now, but you
Yeah.
can start thinking about it.
Yeah, well,
We'll keep it in mind.
And I know at least Kevin and Mike recognized like most of the NPCs.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, actually, when you said a mysterious man came in, I was expecting a mysterious man from again before. I was like, oh shoot.
Oh, you thought the I almost said his name out loud.
Yeah, I know. And, it's like, be careful about that. It's like, Yeah, I almost thought that guy was gonna be there. I'm like, oh, we're done for.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, but that was fun session. I know.
Yeah, it was.
Did the rest of you guys have fun?
That's good. Yeah.
I had a lot
Yeah.
Well, I would like the fact that you stayed and actually did the optional mission kind of helped me establish the villain group I'm introducing
Yeah.
a little more.
Yeah. We just had to match the license plate number to the Star Destroyer that we got to
Oh, you like? I'm going around saying I am going to be going around and spreading that rumor. Like,
So, like, Collins is like gonna go. I know it's you. You were the only ones I told this to.
Well, the thing is, it would be hard for him to know what happened because literally everyone on Lothal saw it happen. Like anyone that left the planet could spread the information about what happened, but the fact that happened makes them look really bad.
yep.
And it's okay to leave Roll 20 now, right?
Yeah, if you want to.
BRB, guys.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go head out and do other things now.
You take care then.
All right.
Yep,
I'll
catch you
guess
guys.
I'll end the stream here. So thanks for watching, everybody. Catch you all later.